Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as many of you know, I've been doing a lot of wood burning, mixed media art, and I've just been using kind of the run-of-the-mill wood burning iron, a hobby tool that I picked up at a hardware store. But since I've been getting more into it, I've been wanting to invest in something that would increase my production time and just give me better results. And so this last week I ordered a new wood burning kit. This is the TRUArt Stage 2 single pen professional wood burning detailer. So in this video I'll be opening this up, showing you everything that's inside, comparing it to the old tool that I was using beforehand to show you the difference, and then showing you one of the projects that I have been working on with this and giving you my thoughts about it. So let's get into it. Alright, so this comes in a nice case. I was actually very impressed with the quality of the case that it came in. So let's open this up here. So in the lid, let's flip this here so you can see, we have a set of pliers they are used to tighten and loosen the head so you can put on different tips. You have a little metal box, and inside the box you will find 40 different tips you can use in different little baggies. We have some crystal or diamond files used for cleaning. We have our brush, kind of a steel, almost like a steel brush used for cleaning. A pair of tweezers, which I would assume are also used for cleaning, and your user manual. All right, so we'll flip this over. And then we have some nice foam there. We'll open this up. So I've already opened this. So this bag was around the main heating mechanism. You can see here we have our plug-in for our pen, and then our temperature control dial, our on and off power there. And plug-in. That comes nicely packaged with some styrofoam in there too. Then in the middle here we have our pen. Has a nice little cushion here. This is the tip I was using on the last one. There was just kind of a general use tip on it. And then we have the holder for the pen, which untwisting that can be adjusted to go up. And a little tray there for when you're using tips and changing between tips. You can put them in there just in case they might still be a little bit warm. All right, so let's get this box out of the way. So as you can see here, the pen would just plug in right here, and then when you're not using it, you can put it into there, and it sits in there nicely and won't burn yourself or the table you're working on or something else. So here's everything that's in the box. Now I got a little piece of wood here that I did some testing on earlier. We'll use the back side just so I can show you exactly how this works. All right, so I've got it plugged in here. I've got the knob just turned down. I plugged in the pen. It's nice here, you can actually screw in the pen with a holder so you know it's not going to come unplugged. I've got the pen in the little stand. The stand is nice and weighted so you know it's not going to be moving anywhere. And here I've got just a little 3/4 inch piece of pine that I've already done some tests on, but I'll do a little bit more so you can see this in action. So the power switch is on the side here. Let's switch that on. Lowest setting is on 8 volts. But what I'm going to do here, we're just going to crank this all the way up to 116 volts, 115, and you'll see how quickly that's already burning seconds after I turn that up. The reason I'm doing this outside today partially is because it's 30 degrees warmer than it was last week. We're actually in the positives this week, which is pretty nice. And when you're burning on really high temperatures, at least with pine, since there's some sap in there, it does get a little bit smoky, as you can see here as I put this on here. It creates quite a bit of smoke, and so you can smell that quite a bit if you're doing that inside. But if you have a shop, a garage, or if it's just nice outside, I would definitely recommend doing this outside. So I don't know if you can see it just because of the lighting, but that is red hot. Yeah, you can see I'm not even pressing, and it's easily going right into the wood there. On the projects I've been working on recently, I've been using it more around 90 to 100, so you can just switch it easily with that little dial there. And it's still, I'm not even pressing down, and it's burning a nice little line in there. Or you can turn this tip this way, as I did there, and it creates a nice shading effect, depending on what your project is. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this all the way down and just turn it off, and we'll give it to the count of 15. All right, so it's been 15 seconds. Let's put this on here. Not even making a black mark at all. And it's so cool, I can even hold it. But if you do have the temperature on, you are leaving it on, and you're maybe like switching pieces of wood, or you needed to do something else quick, you can just stick it in there and it'll stay safe in this thing. But the cool down time and the heat up time on this is incredible. I absolutely love it for that. And yeah, it's awesome. So this is what I was using before. I was using just a Weller, a hobby 15-piece wood burning hobby iron kit. It came with a few different tips, and yeah, a little stand, a little plastic stand, and the little pen here. This regular price is $40 Canadian. I got this TRUArt single pen for $200 Canadian. So it is about 5 times the price, but this new one is definitely worth the money. What I want to do here for you is open this up. I'm just going to leave that tip on there that I was using before. It was the main tip I was using. I'm going to plug this one in, and we're going to see the difference in heat up time and even how easily it burns. All right, so I've got it plugged in now, so we'll let it sit there. While it's sitting here, I'll talk a little bit about can feel it a little bit warming up now. This Weller one is a 25 watt. It says up to 950 degrees Fahrenheit. I would say it doesn't usually get up to that much. It is impact resistant, and yeah, 11 tips with it. You can see all the different tips on the edges there. It came with some stencils in it, and yeah, overall it was a good deal. I got it on sale, so it was a decent deal. It's been a little bit. Let's see if this will put a line in here. No, we got nothing so far. No, nothing. One thing that I liked, that was the difference between these two, was this plastic here would actually get quite warm, quite hot as I was working on it, and so I'd actually have to wear a glove while working with this tool because it would get so warm. But with this one, the other day I was working on a project for about an hour and a half straight, and I didn't have to wear a glove. This got a tiny bit warm, but it wasn't uncomfortable at all. It was easy. The other thing about this one is, actually, let's see if I can get any lines going in here. Nope, still nothing. It's getting a little bit warmer. The other thing with this one is usually to get kind of the groove and the depth that I wanted into the piece of wood, I'd really have to press into it, which would actually make my hand very sore after even an hour of using it. But some days when I was using it for multiple hours, I would have to do a lot of hand stretches to make sure that my hand didn't cramp up too bad. But with this one, since you don't have to press down on it at all, because it is so hot, then when I was using it for the hour and a half the other day, my hand didn't cramp up. It wasn't sore after. It was awesome. All right, let's see if we can get anything going on here. We got a little bit there. Yeah, we got a little bit. That's still heating up. I mean, it is 7 or 8 degrees outside. I don't know if that's affecting it, but it didn't affect this one at all. There we go. We got a little bit there again. But I'm having to press down on it quite firm. Yeah, so I had to press down quite a bit even just to get that little slice. So as you can see, this isn't even fully heated up. It's already been a few minutes. This one heats up in seconds. If I was to unplug this one now, it still wouldn't be fully cooled for about probably a minute. Whereas this one, I did wait a full 15 seconds. I probably could have done less, and it was cool enough that I could touch it, that I could actually hold it. So yeah, there you can see the difference between a hobby wood burner and a more professional one. If you're looking to get into the wood burning game, I would recommend getting one of these first, though, to make sure that you enjoy it, to make sure that you like it, that you know what you're looking for. Since I've been doing this for a few months now, I knew what I was looking for. I knew I was looking for something that was hotter, more than 25 watts, and something that wouldn't make my hand so crampy, and that I had a quick cool down time, quick heat up time. And when I read reviews about this one, I knew it was exactly what I was looking for. And so even though it was 5 times the price, it was definitely worth it to invest in something like this. Even though I've only had it for a few days, it's already been worth it for sure. And so here's one of the projects I was working on. These are some new mixed media pieces that I've been doing in the last 4 or 5 months, where I will, with pencil, I will draw on the lines first, and then I will take the wood burning tool and actually burn in all of the lines. So with the old iron that I was using, something like this, just the burning part, would take me probably 3 hours and would result in hand cramps and yeah, a lot of time. I used this on Monday, and it took me an hour and a half to burn everything in here, and that was probably even a little bit slower because it was the first time that I used this. I was kind of messing around with different tips to see which tips I liked, and excuse me, yeah, it still cut my time in half and will probably continue to cut my time even more, and my hand wasn't sore after, and it was awesome to use. I didn't get any cramps in my hand. Yeah, it was awesome. So I do have a bunch of these on my website of different places. Usually, so far, they've been in the Canadian Rocky Mountains, as that's where I live close to. This one is of Cameron Lake in Waterton Lakes National Park here in southern Alberta. But I've got a bunch of other ones. If you're interested in checking them out, go check them out at my gallery. And in those, I actually have videos for all these, most of them too, and it shows my whole process of from start to finish of how I make them. So this is just the single pen TRUArt professional wood burning tool. But there's also a double pen, so it comes with 2 of these pens here, and it has 2 different outlets and a little switch where you can switch between the 2. For my purposes, I just needed a single one. The double pen is about $50 more, I think, if I remember correctly. Maybe 35. There was one that was about 35. But you can get these on TRUArt, the TRUArt website. On Amazon right now, I think they are kind of moving some stock, so they're not in stock right now. If you're in the US, it's free shipping within the US. To Canada, it's about $50 shipping. Luckily, I live close to the border, so I was able to just ship it in the US still and go pick it up in the US to get that free shipping. But yeah, I would give this a 5-star review. Definitely worth it, worth the investment to get something like this if you're serious about wood burning. You can use it for leather, wood, or different things as well. So give this video a like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my future projects using this awesome wood burning tool. And we'll see you next time on Brian Sloan Artist.